What is good, everybody? It's your boy Agent P. Leonard Pinckney here to give you guys your Nuggets talk recap. I'm talking and I'm smiling right now because y'all know what it is. Dubs and Nuggets. What a game. Let me get into the recap. I cannot wait. Let's go. First quarter. 8:03 mark. It's 16-9 Golden State. Nuggets were overreacting to a lot of the Warriors' actions. Warriors were, to their credit, moving the ball really well, taking advantage of those overreactions. Went up 7 early. It's 22-16 Golden State at the 6-minute mark. They got another and one from Jonathan Kuminga. Still a lot of scrambling from Denver, but they did go on a 5-0 run that prompted a timeout from Golden State. And the quarter ended with Denver up 34-33. They closed the quarter on a 16-6 run and ended up shooting really well for the quarter, 55%. The reason Golden State was staying in the game, even though they shot 44% in the first quarter, was that they shot 9 free throws. Denver only had 2. Nikola Jokic had no trouble scoring. He was eating at the rim, 15, 3 and 3 on 7 of 8 shooting in that first quarter. Jamal Murray did not score a point. Second quarter, 8:18 mark. Denver's still up 42-41. Dario Saric had 6 points during this stretch. He was getting caught. Nuggets were getting caught out on a lot of switches here. Guards on Dario Saric. He was able to take advantage. Benches in the game at this point. So they were taking advantage of that. Starters go back in at the 4:46 mark. It's 54-52 Denver. This is when Jamal Murray started to cook. He got back into the game, scored 7 straight points. But Klay Thompson was keeping them in the game on the Golden State end. He had 3 threes in the quarter at that point, keeping them down 2. At the 2:01 mark, it's 62-57 Denver. This is when they really started to catch a groove. 4 straight buckets in the paint. It was Jokic with a lay, Aaron Gordon with a bucket, Murray with a lay, KCP with a lay, prompted a Steve Kerr timeout. It was 70-63 at the half. Beautiful first half from Denver. They shot 62% from the field. Denver's Golden State was at 50%. Denver had 21 assists on 29 field goals, out-rebounded Golden State by 5. Golden State had 9 first quarter free throws, only 3 in the second quarter. So Denver did a much better job of not fouling in that second quarter. Jokic with 17, 6 and 6, 2 steals and a block on 8 of 9 shooting. He was an animal in the first half. 13 from Murray, all in the second quarter, and 4 assists. AG also eating inside with 13. And Peyton Watson off the bench had 9 points. Klay had 14, 15 for Golden State, and Steph had 13. Third quarter is when things turned around for Golden State. At the 8:43 mark, it was 77-74 Denver. They were still leading, but the Nuggets didn't get back. A Kuminga dunk happened off of a turnover. Malone raged timeout, and then Murray kicked up his 4th foul. And when he got his 4th foul, that's when everything changed. 4-minute mark, it's 94-88 Golden State. Back-to-back threes from Pods and Curry make Coach Malone call a timeout. Now they're down 6. And just 4 minutes later, with 50 seconds left in the third, Golden State's now up 15, 107-92. They blew it open, and at the end of 3, it ended up being 107-94. Podziemski hit 3 threes in that stretch. Steph Curry hit a nasty step-back 3. Andrew Wiggins hit a 3. Dario Saric was scoring in the paint. Everything was working in the third. Denver could not get any stops. They were outscored 44-22 in the third quarter. It was not looking good. In the fourth quarter, still wasn't really looking good. They cut it to 11 with 8:35 left, so the bench did okay. It was pretty much, it was AG, Watt, Jamal, and Christian Brown, and they were trying to make this comeback because Jokic had played the entire third quarter. 8:35, they're only down 11, so you think, okay, 11-point game. They sub Jokic back in the game. All right, this is our best chance to try to make a comeback. 1 minute later, as soon as Jokic checks into the game, Golden State goes on a 7-0 run, and they're back up 18. It's just like, oh, man, what the hell? I guess it's going to be one of those nights. They were down 18 with 7 minutes left, and that is when things changed. 5-minute mark. It gets cut to 11, 123-111, 9-2 run from Denver after Aaron Gordon hits another 3 in the corner. Aaron Gordon was spectacular tonight, as I'm going to reel off the last couple of possessions here in the clutch. So clutch games, obviously down 5. Less than 5 minutes left. It got to that point as I read these off. Aaron Gordon with a tip, an athletic tip. He tipped it super high off the glass, and it went in. This cut the lead to single digits, 123-114. And then Aaron got fouled, hit 2 free throws, 123-116. Jokic got fouled, 123-118. He hit both his free throws. Curry comes down, he gets fouled, 125-118 Golden State. And then Jackson Davis comes down and gets a layup. It's a 7-point game. It looks like Golden State might calm this down and end up taking the victory. But then Michael Porter Jr. wasn't in to close out this game. It was Peyton Watson. And Peyton Watson found himself wide open in the corner for three, and he ends up draining it. He ends up draining a wide open three, and that cut the lead to 4, 127, 123. Nuggets run their set. Aaron Gordon gets an alley-oop off a Jokic lob, 127, 125. And then Jokic gets the ball being guarded by Dario Saric. He's too little. I'm sorry. And he ends up tying the game, 127, 127. Warriors have a chance to win the game. But after Steph Curry picks up his dribble, he tries to throw a cross-court pass. And the Warriors, who actually played really well tonight, 35 assists tonight. They did really well shooting the ball and moving the ball. And they did not turn the ball over a lot tonight. But Steph Curry turned it over on that last possession. And that gave Denver a chance to have the ball back with 3.3 left. Jamal caught the ball and had to dribble it, so he couldn't really hold on to it to get the ball up to the front court. So they got it at the three-quarter court mark, tossed it into Jokic. Jokic dribbles up the court with Kevon Looney guarding him right in front of the Warriors bench on their sideline. Jokic pulls up from 40 and knocks down a game-winning buzzer beater to send everyone in Golden State home sad. 130, 127. Absolute scenes. What an incredible game this was. What an incredible comeback. It's one of the best comebacks I have ever seen as a Denver Nuggets fan. This was spectacular. And the emotion on Jokic's face afterwards, man, to see, because he knew this isn't just like, and this is what like gets so annoying with the narrative about him. Dude cares about basketball so much, man, and just like he knew like the way that his team was coming back and what this meant to his team, and then for him to hit the game winner like that, banked it in. It was just so incredible to see, man. Down 18, 7 minutes left. Closed the game on a 25-4 run. Absolutely incredible. What a night for this Denver Nuggets team. And it was on national TV. And if you're a Nuggets fan, you know, usually on national TV, the Nuggets be making us look bad. It's a little bit of an exaggeration now because they're good. They actually, more often than not, do make us look good. But we have those scars in the past. And when we're on national TV, they end up embarrassing us when we think they're a good team. But tonight, man, I think a lot of people have been sleeping on Denver nationally. I was listening to a Ringer podcast, and they were trying to make caveats about the Western Conference and say, hey, how can we talk about the West without talking about how good Denver is in the playoffs? Like, is there a way to still compartmentalize what's happening right now? Guess what? You can't. These are the champs. And if you want to get this title and you want to come through the West, you're going through Denver. You're going through the Rocky Mountains. You're going through Colorado. I'm sorry, okay? We can cakewalk and do what we want. We the Nuggets, because when it's time to turn it on, the Nuggets turn it on. That's what happens, all right? My goodness, what a game. Let's go ahead and get into the headlines, y'all. What did Jokic do tonight? 34, 9, and 10. Another soundboard double. And, of course, the incredible buzzer beater. Jokic has missed 5 total shots in his last 4 games. He's 39 for 44. Let me say that again. He is 39 for 44 in his last 5 games. He is missed, or 4 games. He has missed 5 shots in 4 games, okay? 5 shots in 4 games. Mr. Efficient is becoming nearly Mr. Perfect. Shout out WWF. This is almost unheard of if it wasn't for Nikola Jokic being the man that's doing it. He has been, man, everyone getting talked about, right? Everybody else getting talked. Everybody talking about Embiid. It's like, oh man, his sister. Oh, that's cool. His sister, that's nice. Shay's great, and he's beaten Denver twice. Yeah, I know. Shay's done great too. That's right. That's cool. Look at this dude, man. Just quietly, just chugging along, just being modern day Tim Duncan, dog. Just steady line right here, just chugging along while you talk about everybody else. He's still gonna be here because he is that dude. He's inevitable, best player in the league. That's who he is. He is him. Nikola Jokic, big sir, big honey, game winner, doing what he's got to do, and just absolutely incredible. You know what's funny? Because they do play a back-to-back tomorrow in Detroit, or at home against Detroit. Denver could end up just effing around and just lose that game and make us all frustrated. But man, because you just like ride the highs and lows. But man, who cares about that for now? Because tonight, they just continue to remind us, and he continues to remind the league, hey, man, you keep sleeping on him. Go ahead if you want to. Keep sleeping on the boy. But he's going to do what he has to do. Best player in the world. Unsung Heroes is the next headline because Aaron Gordon, man, kudos to you, my brother, coming back. Hey, man, pun intended. He was a dog. He was a dog in this game, especially in the fourth quarter. Finished with 30 points and 9 boards on 11 of 17 shooting, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. He was hitting some threes. It was like, this was one of the best games I've ever seen Aaron Gordon play. Full stop. He was doing so well defensively. Because Golden State was going crazy in the third, and rightfully so. If I was a Warriors fan, I would have been going crazy too. But you see Steph doing his little shimmy in front of our bench. You see Pods making a bunch of threes, screaming, making hustle plays. And then the fourth quarter, Aaron Gordon had one stop where he just stuffed Brandon Pajemski's shit like it was Kyle Lowry in the NBA Finals. And from then on, man, he had the incredible tip, alley, making his free throws. He was doing everything he could to help lead that charge in the fourth. And Aaron Gordon, man, when we lost to OKC a couple games ago, he was sorely missed. And man, it's just when this 5-man unit is together, man, it is something special. And Aaron Gordon tonight of all nights truly showed how special he is when he is in the starting lineup, and he showed everything that makes him special for this team. Salute to you, sir. Peyton Watson, man. Peyton Watson. This dude was playing great throughout the whole night. He had 16 points. He had a huge dunk in the fourth quarter that cut the lead to 11, and then when that stupid 7-0 run happened and got the lead back to 18, it was like, this looks like it's going to be for naught. But P-Watt was great, man, and he helped us get a couple stops down the end. He closed out this game. It wasn't Michael Porter Jr. Again, Malone finding a way to say, hey, I trust the kid to be in there. And he got caught down 7, did not hesitate, wide open in the corner, drained a 3 right in front of Golden State's bench, let him know afterwards, and was just so exemplary, man. So exemplary in this game. The strides that this dude is making for as little basketball as he played last year for this team, man, he continues to show so much promise. 19 points and 5 boards, 6 of 10 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3, and he also made his free throws, 5 of 6 from the line. Just, man, Peyton Watson's turning into a dude, guys, like for real. And if the trajectory keeps going the way we think it's going to go, it's going to look clunky sometimes, but man, when this kid is on, he's a guy that's like, yep, pencil him in. Like, when we need guys in this postseason, just pencil him in. He is going to be one of those dudes. Peyton Watson, incredible evening. And a special shout out to Jamal Murray, man. He played like 4 different games tonight. I'm going to go through them. So in the first quarter, he had 0 points. He just couldn't really get a feel. Had 0 points in the first quarter. Second quarter, he started going crazy. He had 13 points in the second quarter. So he started getting hot. Third quarter, he was having a back and forth with Clay. He was going crazy again. And then he picked up his 4th foul and had to sit. And then Golden State went on that crazy-ass run, got up to 18 in the fourth. And in the fourth quarter, after they were down 18, it's a very small thing, but I want to make note of it. Every possession down the floor in the fourth quarter, Jamal Murray was so calm. He was so calm bringing the ball up down that stretch. It was such a calm confidence. He knew, hey, okay, if we got to be perfect down the stretch, sure, we'll be perfect down the stretch. We'll do exactly what we always do, get good shots. And if we keep getting good shots consistently, then we can go on defense, get set, gives us a better chance to get a stop, and we'll keep getting good shots. He just was such a floor general during that comeback, was so calm, knew exactly where to put the ball, was so precise. I'm so happy with the performance Jamal had tonight. The ebbs and flows were truly up and down in this one. Finished with 25 and 6, and he was outstanding tonight as well, man. What a game from him. What a game from this team. This is why you watch all of these games, man, because there are nights like this when there's only 2 games on the NBA schedule. The game before this was really good too. Spurs and Bucks, Wemby and Giannis going at each other. That was crazy. and then the nightcap ending with Warriors and Nuggets. And it looked like Golden State was going to get back on track and feel good about this one. And I was going to talk about how they're going to build off of this win. And Denver said, no, we are closing this game on a 25-4 run, and we are snatching your hearts at the end of this game in your arena and beating you at the buzzer. 130-127. Outstanding game from these Denver Nuggets. We are drinking Steve Kerr's tears tonight. It was just because he had that. Because Steve Kerr, first off, complained about Jokic and the free throws the other night, even though Jokic only shoots 6 free throws a game. And then tonight, Jokic had a couple plays. I ain't going to be super like Jokic tried to get pods like called for that offensive foul for sure. I got you. And then he got pushed in the back by Looney. Might have embellished a little bit. He ain't the first person to do it. But Steve Kerr was just like giving him that look. It was like, really, you going to be trying to do that stuff? It's like, yeah, man. Yes, we are. Everybody else in the league do it. Your team do it. Y'all got more free throws than us? Yeah, we're going to try to sell a couple calls. It's okay if we do that. We're second to last in the league in free throws. Is it okay if we sell a couple fouls? God damn. So we drinking those Steve Kerr's. We tears tonight. We smoking on that Steve Kerr pack. What are the stats talk tonight? I don't care. Nuggets win. Nuggets win. Nuggets win. Now move to 25-11 on the year. Back at it tomorrow. They play the Detroit Pistons on a back-to-back. We'll see after a tough game like this who's going to be ready for tomorrow night. I wouldn't mind if anybody sat. Don't care. Actually, we're not playing Detroit. Sorry. They're playing the Orlando Magic. Don't care who plays tomorrow. What an incredible night. What an incredible game, guys. Thank you for listening to the Nuggets Call Recap. I'm your host, Leonard Pinckney, a.k.a. Agent P, giving you guys another recap here. And guess what? I'll see you next time.